A new movie about the Iraq War is now in theaters. It deals with a little-known military policy that some call a slap in the face of troops who have already served their country. Early show correspondent Michelle Miller is here with more on that. Good morning.
Good morning, Harry. It's called Stop Loss, and before the movie of the same name opened in theaters Friday, most Americans had never heard of it. But it's on the hearts and minds of anyone at war and those waiting for them to come home.
This is a mistake.
Hollywood is taking a hard look at a controversial military practice.
You leave on the 22nd, shipping back to Iraq.
Stop loss is one policy that forces American soldiers back into combat even after they've completed the time they enlisted for.
They're shipping back soldiers who's supposed to be getting out.
Ryan Phillippe plays Sergeant Brandon King, a decorated soldier battle-tested in Iraq who finds himself entangled in the stop-loss fine print of his military contract.
That's stopping people, the soldiers, from getting on with their lives.
Stop-loss director Kimberly Pierce's own brother served in Iraq before an injury on the battlefield sent him home.
What the soldiers are telling me is, you know, they're shouldering an unfair burden.
Nearly 1.7 million men and women have served in Iraq and Afghanistan. Currently, only the Army relies on stop-loss to beef up its enlistment numbers. Since 9/11, 58,000 soldiers have been forced back into the combat zone. Specialist Casey Porter is one of them. Like the film's protagonist, Porter hails from Texas. He served 4 years in the Army with one tour of duty in Iraq. He was set to go inactive in January.
Yeah, for the past 3 days, it's been multiple rocket mortar. So it puts you into stress.
Today, he's back in Iraq, looking at 15 months in the war zone. He spoke to us by phone.
Some people think I'm crazy for even doing this, talking to you. Being a member of Iraq Vets Against the War, when your country is doing something wrong to its veterans, and you believe that is wrong, you say, listen, we're making a mistake.
We support the men and women of the armed forces, period.
Casey's parents, including his father, a veteran, stand firmly behind him.
If you volunteer, say, I'm going to give you 4 years, that should be it.
But the reality is, enlistees who volunteer sign an 8-year contract, a portion of which is usually served in the ready reserves. But that's not guaranteed.
They can be called up by the President of the United States for operational missions. It is as clear-cut as any agreement can be.
But it's not always clear to the recruits.
Is it the fine print that you think that no one goes over? I mean,
I don't think the recruiters talk about it.
And the military has few other options.
If you can't bring the force on board that you need, you're going to have to take measures.
But Casey's family says stop loss sends soldiers back to war who shouldn't be there.
He has post-traumatic syndrome.
Are you afraid for him?
Absolutely.
The Army did not diagnose Casey Porter's post-traumatic stress syndrome, and it says it would not send troops back that would not or are not of sound mind or body.
Right. Now, have any soldiers been able to prevent being stop-lossed?
Well, some have tried. A handful have, and all have failed. The couple of soldiers, about 8 of them, sued the Army several years ago, and their charges, or actually the case was dismissed.
And is anybody exempt? Or if you've signed this contract that basically, I'm going to serve for 4, but what really means 8, if you've signed it, you're going?
You're going unless you are ineligible, which means either you were involuntarily discharged, you were of retirement age, or you have some kind of hardship.
All right. Thanks so much.